Top 5 Best Mirrorless Camera in Low Light. Number 5. Olympus TUF TG6. We all know that light disperses through water at a very reduced rate when compared to how it reacts above the water. Within just a couple of feet from the surface, light levels dip so dramatically that shooting with a regular, everyday camera will simply not produce the results you are craving. And that's not even mentioning the obscene cost of most underwater housings for non-waterproof cameras, with some going for a higher price than the camera itself. But hold up just one second. This is where the Olympus TUF TG6 waterproof point and shoot camera takes center stage. And it is not just waterproof up to 50 feet deep. Oh no, this is an indeed everything-proof camera. This fantastic little camera holds the best-in-class stats for ruggedness by a country mile. It is shock-proof for drops of up to 7 feet, crush-proof for weights up to 22 pounds, and freeze-proof down to 10 degrees Celsius. Did we mention its underwater capabilities? Let's chat a bit more about the underwater shooting capabilities of the Olympus TUF TG6. This updated version continues the line of top waterproof cameras on the market for Olympus. Here we see 5 underwater shooting modes, including an underwater microscope mode and 3 underwater white balance modes. That is not even mentioning all the other features that have been crammed into this compact body at this budget price. Feature-packed. With 4K movie and Full HD 120 FPS high-speed recording capabilities, a crazy fast f2 wide-angle lens, which boosts light, and an insanely close focusing distance of as little as 1 centimeter from the lens, we are pretty sure this is the camera for anyone looking to shoot underwater at a fraction of the price usually seen for such quality output. Finally, this is definitely one of the best cameras for low-light photography on a tight budget. Pros. Literally everything proof. Brilliant microscope mode. Add-on lenses and macro lights available. Wide aperture lens. Close focusing distance. Cons. No included touch screen, which did not bother us but might be an issue for some. Coming in number 4. Sony RX100VA. The Sony RX100VA is the first of just 2 compact point-and-shoot cameras that we have decided to feature. The reason for this? Well, there are a few reasons, actually. First up, the RX100VA includes an extremely fast and wide aperture f1.8 to 2.8 size Vario Sunner T lens. This lens has a 24 to 70 mm focal range, which is the equivalent of a 35 mm lens for this sensor. With the fast f1.8 to 2.8 max aperture range, this lens is not only suited to shooting in low-light conditions, but also for portraits and macro shots with stunningly out-of-focus backgrounds. The premium multi-layered T-coating that is used on all the lens elements also drastically diminishes all ghosting and flaring issues. Next is the brand spanking new autofocus system. The RX100VA delivers a whole new level of AF execution and pace to the world of compact point-and-shoot cameras. Equipped with the world's fastest hybrid autofocus system, this system combines the relevant pluses of focal plane phase detection AF and contrast detection AF to deliver some of the fastest autofocus lock on the market today, at a ridiculous 0.05 seconds. That's impressive for a point-and-shoot camera. Finally, the sensor that Sony has employed here is a game changer. The massive 1-inch stacked, back-illuminated, XMirrorless image sensor, with DRAM chip at the same time increases effectiveness and the rate of AD conversion. This, in turn, affords this sensor a remarkable low-light capability. The broad ISO range has reduced noise capacities at higher levels too. Fantastic performance. If you're in the market for a compact point-and-shoot camera that will perform fantastically in even the lowest of light situations, look no further than the Sony RX100VA. Pros. Super light and compact. Sturdy design. Amazing AF system. Beautiful DRAM sensor. Unbelievable 24 FPS burst shooting capacity. Cons. Really nothing if you are looking for a point-and-shoot. Coming in number 3. Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. How could we compile a list of the best cameras for low-light photography and not include the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV? Well, we couldn't. The Canon flagship camera body will and deserves to be included on every single review list concerning the best cameras on the market. Why? Because this is ours, and many others, pick for the best overall camera on the market today. It does not come cheap, but for the price, you get possibly the best camera ever made. The brand new 30.4 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor is perfect for versatile shooting in any light. The center point has functionality down to -3 eV, making working in extremely dim lighting a breeze. Mirror vibration control system. And with an ISO range of 100 to 32,000, plus the new mirror vibration control system, which helps to minimize mechanical vibrations to better ensure sharpness during long shutter openings or burst shooting, you will not be needing another camera for years to come. Also improved in this weather-sealed camera is the dual-pixel autofocus is also an improvement, together with totally reworked weather sealing, a fully overhauled and upgraded AF system, 4K video recording, a touchscreen, built-in Wi-Fi, an NFC, GPS, and an intervalometer interval time. But wait, there's more. There is a 7 FPS continuous burst shooting available, and while this is not class-leading, it sustains for much longer than many of its direct rivals. The built-in intervalometer allows for the creation of time lapses with total ease, by recording between 1 to 99 consecutive frames in pre-selected intervals from 1 second to 100 hours. You can also choose to set the camera to unlimited frames for a time period. Super handy for nighttime starlit time lapses. Pros: responsive touch screen, excellent interface and usability, highly customizable AF, 7 FPS continuous shooting, built to last, huge battery capacity. Cons: HDMI out limited to 1080 video. Coming in number 2. Sony α7R4. Taking a big leap in price and quality, here we have Sony's flagship mirrorless full-frame camera, the Sony α7R4. This is, without question, one of the top contenders for the best camera on the market right now. What makes this one so unique? This is a hugely impressive camera. The super high-resolution 61 megapixel sensor grabs pictures with incredible detail and puts it well past any of the full-frame mirrorless rivals in terms of resolution. This makes for superb image quality, even in high ISOs in low light. This is combined with a 10 FPS continuous shooting capability, which can be used without stopping for up to 7 seconds. That equals up to 70, that's right, 70, photos per burst. Eye tracking tech. Sony's hybrid AF system includes the all-new eye tracking tech, and it does a fantastic job of tracking moving subjects in low-light conditions. Sony has been the class leader with its sensors and inbuilt image processing for quite some time now. Even so, it's still exciting to see how they're pushing the envelope with every new camera. The native ISO range is from ISO 100 through ISO 32,000, but Sony has extended that to go right down to ISO 50 and all the way up to ISO 102,400. Stretching the boundaries. That's not to say that this whole range is going to always be useful. Particularly high-range ISO still suffers from noise distortion with the image quality suffering noticeably, but we like to see the α7R4 stretching the boundaries of what is possible. Pros: 10 FPS shooting for 7 seconds. Class-leading resolution. Eye tracking AF. Excellent high ISOs. Cons: expensive. No built-in flash. Coming in number 1. Nikon D750. For a camera that is a few years old now, released in 2014, the Nikon D750 offers low-light performance that is truly remarkable. How is this possible? It's pretty simple, actually. The magic comes from the combination of a top-class sensor and autofocus system and impressively high ISO capabilities. This combination provides a sensitivity range of ISO 100 through 12,800, with extension settings pushing the ISO limits to 50 through 51,200. Great customization options. The Nikon D750 offers autofocusing at a respectable -3 EV and does a first-rate job of acquiring focus quickly, even in low light. There is also a vast range of AF modes and customization options. These can take a bit of getting used to, but once you figure them out, they grant actual pro-level control. Shooting at ISO 1600 produces noiseless results, as does ISO 3200 in most situations. Some noise does become present at ISO 6400, but this is expected, and the levels are acceptable. Other than that, other features include a burst shooting speed of 6.5 fps, frames per second, a 24.3 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor, a viewfinder with 100% coverage, video capabilities of 1080p at 60 fps, 50 fps, 30 fps, 25 fps, and 24 fps. When you put this all together, you get a great low-light camera, even by today's standards.